Italy is most certainly not known for reinventing their classics. But in Rome, a young Sicilian chef served me a modern take on pasta alla Norma that was so exceptional, we need to cover it here today. This is pasta alla Norma 2.0. Everyone knows Italians are famously stubborn, especially when it comes to their food. Tampering with classics, you get your legs broke. But in Rome, at the W Hotel, there's a restaurant called Gaiano, with a young Sicilian chef named Nicola Zamperetti serving a pasta alla Norma that shows how Italy's young chefs are daring to improve their own classics. And it starts with eggplant, of course, and we're starting with 4. This should be enough to serve about 3 plates of pasta, and that depends on how much of an eggplant puree you're gonna serve on each plate. And that's why we're making more, so I'd serve about 5 of them if I'm making them for 4 people. So what we wanna do is get these roasting. Roasting is something I like to do. It gets a little bit more texture and you end up having to use a lot less oil. These things are like sponges. I'm gonna shave off the oblong end and then we're gonna cut, let's call them, I don't know, 1/2-inch pieces, something like that. I'm gonna lay that last piece down and just cut it like that. Then what we want to do, cut them in half, and then just cut these chunks. You're gonna end up with something like that. And you can remove the skin. I actually think it adds nice texture. Some people don't like it, some people like to remove it, but it's perfectly edible. And what's important is making sure we don't crowd our sheet tray and steam this. We're looking for some texture and color. So if you need to use 2 sheet trays to roast these, especially if you're making them for more people, by all means, use 2 sheet trays. Then what we want to do, and you don't have to do this step, you can kind of go straight in, but I'm going to try and expel some of that moisture, get them tossed up, and try and catch their liquid at the bottom of the pan. We're just going to let those chill for like an hour. So it's been about an hour. It's kind of expelled a lot of its moisture. You could let this happen overnight too, but as much time as you can get it, it's usually good. What I'm gonna do is, since we're gonna use eggplant in 2 ways, we're sort of layering eggplant. I have a second sheet tray over here. I'm gonna take the smaller pieces, the ones that are probably gonna overcook, fill it, but not overcrowd it. And then you just wanna make sure they're nicely patted dry. And then with this guy, I'm just gonna wipe out any moisture and drop those on and just get them nice and dry. Then we're gonna take some olive oil. And these, remember, these are like a sponge, so you need a good amount. Give them a toss. Allow them to develop really nice color. Hoping to get some texture out of it as well. See that spacing, right? That's perfect. So essentially, this is going to be stuff we use to top our pasta at the end. This is going to make a eggplant puree. So we're gonna take some garlic in their shells. We're gonna throw that in there too. And then I just wanna make sure nothing's standing up and the thickest side is touching, making good contact, so we can get a nice little char on that side. Just gonna hit it with a little bit more salt. That's going into a 450-degree oven. Let it cook for about 15 minutes on that first side before we give it a check. It's been 15 minutes, let's take a look. You see that? That's what we're looking for. So we're just gonna give it a toss. Now, if you try and overcrowd them, they're just gonna steam and soften and kind of turn to mush. We'll just let that go till that other side browns really nicely. 5-10 minutes, keep an eye on it. So it's been about 30 minutes, and I've got my 2 trays here. The one I said I was gonna use for the puree, I'm actually gonna use this one for my toppings. These are more perfectly roasted. These also have some nice caramelization flavor development, but we're gonna use this for the puree. So we're gonna need a blender. I'm gonna toss in the roasted garlic and then get in our eggplant. To that, I've got a lime.
You sure about that?
Lemon. I got a couple of cheeks. I'm just gonna hit it with a little acidity, brighten it up. A little salt, some olive oil, and I'm gonna see where we're at. If we need to adjust the consistency, I might add a touch of water. It's gonna start out thick, and I want it to be thick, but I also want it to be smooth. So I'm just gonna add enough water in it until we get to like a nice, smooth consistency. So good with the lemon. I'm sure the chef in Rome's a bit smoother, more perfect, but this is kind of what you're looking for. Something slightly looser than a hummus. That's gonna sit at the bottom of the plate, and then we're gonna toss our pasta in the regular sauce and serve it on top. And as you bite through, you drag a piece of rigatoni through that, and it's just amplified flavor. So we're gonna cover this and we're gonna keep it warm. And the rest of the ingredients, pretty basic to alla Norma. We've got our tomato passata. It's August, so this is a batch of my homemade fresh tomato passata. If you wanna see how I do my summer sauce, I'll leave a link to that down in the description. We just got regular pureed tomatoes, basil, garlic, some ricotta salata. It's almost like a cotija cheese on the saltier side. It's really good and iconic in this dish. In the dish I had, they used paccheri and they stood them up, but it looked like a half-cut paccheri. All the paccheris I saw were pretty long. So we're using a mezze maniche. You could use a mezze rigatoni, and we're just gonna cook these and stand them up on the plate like that. Seems silly, but I actually think it serves a purpose. Just need to slice up the garlic. The chef also topped it with a basil oil, which I'm not gonna do. It's already a fairly ambitious dish compared to the original, so we're gonna keep it as simple as we can for home. Just slice up the garlic. I'm just gonna pick off the leaves I wanna use and start the sauce off with just the stem. It starts basically with weekday sauce, which is my show's mother sauce, essentially. So now our water is boiling, we can season it. We want it to taste like seasoned broth, and now we can make pasta alla Norma 2.0. So in a saucier or saute pan on medium-high heat, we're gonna add in a little bit of olive oil to coat the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna add a basil stem to the oil, and then I'm gonna toss in my sliced garlic. And I'm gonna begin to infuse the flavor of the garlic and the basil into the oil. The oil is the vehicle that's gonna transfer that flavor into the tomatoes. Once the garlic starts to brown around the edges, we're gonna add in 2 ladles of our tomato puree or our tomato sauce. It's gonna work perfectly for 1 portion, which I'm making today. Bring it down to a simmer and cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're looking to reduce some of that moisture out of the sauce and thicken it to the perfect consistency. While the sauce is cooking, we can add in our pasta to a pot of salted boiling water. I'm gonna serve them standing up like this, so I just measured the amount for 1 in the bowl. And the box says the pasta should cook for 10 minutes for al dente, so I'm gonna set a timer for 8. By now the sauce has been cooking and reducing down, and it looks like the right consistency. You wanna be able to see the pan for a second when you drag a spatula through it. Then after 8 minutes, we're gonna pull that rigatoni out and transfer it into the pasta sauce. And we're gonna slow down the cooking of the pasta here and finish it in the sauce, giving us more control on al dente and making sure we can reduce that sauce down so that it perfectly clings to the pasta. And if you timed it right, the pasta should be al dente and the sauce should be clinging to it at the same time, and it's ready to serve. And I've added some of that eggplant puree to the sauce, which is very good, but I wanted to go for a nice bright red color to contrast the color of the eggplant puree, so I chose to not do that, but you could. Now we can put it all together. First step, we're gonna take some of our eggplant puree, a couple tablespoons, and we're gonna take our spoon, right in the center, push down, and then start spinning the plate, creating a nice round covering of that eggplant puree, creating a base for our rigatoni or our maniche to sit on. Now you might think it's silly to plate it the way we're going to plate it, but I actually find it to be functional, not only beautiful, which it certainly is. Once the noodles are stood up, we're just going to top it with a little bit more of that sauce. We're gonna top that with the roasted eggplant, the ones with some nice texture on them. Then we'll lay a few leaves of basil on the plate and then finish with the ricotta salata. Like I said, what's nice about standing them up is I can take some eggplant, stick my fork in between a couple, drag it out, and you almost get everything in one bite. How is that bite? It's outstanding. The tomato sauce gives you freshness, the puree gives you richness and flavor, like depth of flavor. And you get the bite of the eggplant. This is the way I like to eat pasta alla Norma now. Now, of course, I've got a much simpler version of this that you can make if you want, but this really speaks to me in sort of my philosophy of being a modern grandma. Honoring classic, but still expressing yourself, being who you are, and sometimes breaking some rules. Amazing job, amazing recipe. If you want it, the link's gonna be down in the description. And more importantly, if you wanna be a part of my new community over on Patreon, you can join my new cooking school. Not another cooking school, the home school for home chefs. 2 episodes a month of new lessons shot in a different way. 1 live stream where we all get together and I review all of the homework that I've given you that month, and you've got direct access to me. Head on over to Patreon, link's gonna be down in the description. That's all that I have today. I'll see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself and go feed yourself.